This week in action.
Devil.
Could be something.
Talk to the developers.
Or are you playing with my emotions?
Let's get sad and then get happy.
Too good to be true.
That's not what they did here. When's the money going?
What other horror stories can come with this?
We love Tencent.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Week in Action Podcast 68. My name is Aaron, owner and operator of the YouTube channel Action RPG, and we have another stellar show planned for you tonight. With me, as always, is two of my friends, two of the leaders of this channel, been with me since the beginning, right above my little head, Daft and Guilty. Say hello, gentlemen.
How's it going, peoples?
Hey yo!
And I gotta say, Guilty, what shirt are you wearing? What do you got? What do you got on right now?
Oh, that's my Gunship shirt. Look up Gunship, great band.
Oh, Gunship, great band. Okay, I'm gonna have to.
It's a musical endeavor.
Yeah. Look up Tech Noir. That's probably their.
Do
most
they
known
sing a singular song you think I would like?
Tech Noir. It's got RoboCop and Clay animation in the music video.
Well, I mean, certainly I would like that.
And I think they have like Thundercats inside of like drones and another one. You should watch them.
Interesting.
That actually sounds pretty interesting. And what's that shirt you're wearing? Oh, you got a Star Trek, Star Wars.
It's all the above.
What's the ship on the left?
Battlestar?
Oh, Battlestar.
Is it?
Yes.
Ah.
Battlestar, Star Wars, and Star Trek ship
nice.
shirt.
Yeah. Wife got it for me several years ago.
You know, I just
Like
want to
right
say that
before the
both of
pandemic.
you are the right kind of nerds. You know that?
Oh, thanks.
I don't know if there's a wrong kind of nerds, but yeah, the toxic ones. We don't like those ones. You don't like the, the know-it-alls. All right, everybody. So for our show today, as you know, we normally lead off with Last Epoch, and I just want to be clear. I understand. I know where this podcast is going to go tonight. Okay, I understand. We are on the eve of a new Diablo game joining the ranks on the ARPG mountain. All right, I promise we're going to get to Diablo, and I promise probably every future podcast will have Diablo 4 in it, okay? So just be a little patient. Get the clips ready. I'm not going to go nuts tonight. Not that I would ever go nuts, but I mean, maybe. It's normally not me. It's normally the guy above me. So don't say I'm the one that normally goes nuts. He normally goes nuts.
You go hyper, not nuts. You get hyper, like kid on Christmas.
I'm just
morning.
saying, last week was something special.
Luckily, it didn't get posted anywhere, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh, it's going to. It's already been ripped.
It's not. No, it's not. Daft, what games have you been playing this week?
What have I been playing? A little bit of Last Epoch and a new game called Torment. It's not Torment. It is. It's. I think you'd like it. It's kind of like a Vampire Survivor type game, but based off of a Diablo 2 vibe. Halls of Torment is what it's called.
Halls of Torment. Is it pixelated? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It looks like it kind of has the vibe of like Diablo 1 pixely. So you got characters. You got you got a swords guy. You got like a cleric, a bow person. You have a warlock. So you have all these different classes that you open up. You have gear. So you go through the game and you find gear. It drops off monsters like bosses, and then you take it to the well. So there's a well, and each run you have one drop you can put it in there. So you drop whatever piece. Then you go back upstairs to the guy you saved, who kind of comes off basically like Cain.
Is it a rogue?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
You play a run and you go as far as you can, kind of thing. Surprisingly enjoying it. Picked it up last week. And
Where do you find these games?
Yeah, where?
Steam.
So
Sometimes
like,
I'll
so
see
you
them.
wake up and like, you know what? I don't have enough games on my Steam library. Let's see
No,
what else there is out there.
Usually it'll be a content creator who plays it, or somebody who covers videos, right?
Got it.
They always cover these styles. So I heard about it last week.
Very
It has
cool.
like music from Diablo, just kind of feels like it throughout. So,
We could say Diablo-esque.
very. I mean,
Okay.
everybody who plays it goes, "This is so like Diablo." As
Nice.
far as just the vibe, not necessarily.
Okay, just to be clear, now Daft's already bringing up Diablo. I didn't say anything. Now he's talking about it. Guilty, what have you been playing this week?
I played LE. Yeah. I had to restart the same character 3 times because my save didn't like continue. It kept on starting me over. So I started a new character and that one worked.
The game
like
probably
3
just knows
times.
you're not that good at it, so they want to
That's it. Must have been
ensure you play the same thing over and over again for practice.
I guess it must be. They're like, he's never played Mage before. We have to like school him. That's what it was.
Oh,
I would get off. It reset me back to level 9 every time, the same place. A little bit upsetting.
I also have only been playing Last Epoch this week. Go figure. My Lich is now level 91. My Lich is level 91. And I'm critting at the training dummy for 480,000 when I was messing with it earlier today. I was like, oh, we're almost at 500,000. I will take that.
Right on. How was your Lich journey?
I see. Okay. I see why people like Lich. It is not a class for me, though. That's.
Oh, you don't like it?
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
You have said that to me.
No. I said it didn't appeal to me. That's very different.
Technicalities.
Don't clip that. My Lich build is going to be very strong, but I am not a huge fan of the Lich place. Okay, you come out of Lich form too often. Actually, no. This is what it is.
You're doing it wrong.
Hold on.
Right.
I am playing the runs, trying my best to get through 1 or 2 runs in Lich for it. Instead of like fighting enemies, instead of, clearing objectives, I'm literally, playing and micromanaging my own transformation. And then, if you take a wrong corridor, or you go the wrong way, you're always using pots to try and transform. It's just,
I never use potions. What are you doing wrong?
You are not a corruption 200 empowered trying to get through it. You're
no, I play it hardcore, so it takes a while for me to get there. Of course, that would get obliterated.
Sounds like a you problem. I am daft.
Hey, spooky.
I am simply saying that the play style of Lich is very different than Spriggan, Swarmblade.
And
it's
absolutely
Werebear. It is, and which is good. Like you don't want it to play the same. The whole point is it's supposed to play different.
I have a hard time, to be fair, though, playing those classes. I tried the Spriggan thing. It's very micromanagey nonsense. I don't like micromanage classes where you're constantly having to rotate some system, or if you mess it up, it all screws up your roll and you have to start over. So that and the Werebear, the bear. So it's a different. I don't know.
That
feels
lightning bear.
slow. Right.
Muy bueno.
My lightning bear.
Yeah.
I like my lightning bear.
I mean, it's not as cool as Bleed Bear.
Unpuritan. We need 12 Patreons for 100, man. Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay. Thank you guys for sharing what you've been working on this week. Let's get in to the meat and potatoes. So again, we're going to go through Last Epoch, and then we're going to talk some D4. And I don't know where the D4 talk's going to go. This will probably be my last stream. All right. Starting off, we're going to go. We are now 6 days since patch 091 Rising Flames dropped. Okay. And for anybody that was around most of you, for my extravaganza streams. We stream for 7 hours, 13 hours, 10 hours, and 7 hours, which was 37 and some change hours over 4 days. That's where we took the Lich from level 1 all the way to level 91, and we're able to explore all of the new aspects of the game. Now, day 1 was not glitch free.
Not quite.
We'll just say it didn't quite work
That timeout though.
correctly.
Loving that.
The timeout. They had to turn city off.
They had to turn towns off.
Yeah.
Man,
It was a pain. Hogan says it's a pain.
I got to the first town and just infinite.
Now, I was in minute 1, right? So for me being in minute 1, it was like, I was ahead of a majority of people. So I got to experience the towns. I got to experience Act 1. I got to kick it in the end of time with Mike from EHG for a little bit. And then the second I left, played for a little bit and tried to go back, it was like no soup for you. That's what they said. They said, sorry, you're done. So I was impressed. The patch dropped Thursday. They had 091B, what's on screen right now, out within 48 hours. Dropped.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's because it was totally broken.
It wasn't totally
a little bit
broken. It was a little broken. It was a little
so broken that people were like, broken. Not even feeling it. I remember you streaming it and you're like, oh, this is a bit rough.
Yeah, it really was a bit rough.
It was.
So it was rough for a couple hours, and then all of a sudden it wasn't rough. It was like
Turned
working
off towns.
It's because they turned off towns. So it wasn't working correctly, and then they made the decision to disable towns. And on the next post we're going to look at, towns have still not been enabled, and weirdly they were not mentioned. So on all these posts, EHG talks about basically, here's everything we fixed, and at the bottom, here's what we will fix. Like, here's what's coming up. And on the latest post, the towns are not mentioned. So I think that might be all right, towns
yeah, they probably came across some issues they weren't prepared for.
Yeah.
I think it was, they just said
a quick fix.
Guilty. These are the types of questions I turn over to you. I don't know if you have any expertise in this, but they just said there was so many people loading into towns that it couldn't load.
Server issue?
I guess, and again, I'm going to say negative understanding. Okay, so we're all on the same server. Okay, we're all on the same server. There's 5,000 of us.
Into a hub.
There's 5,000 of us on US East, and we all go to the end of time.
Yeah.
It can't possibly show 5,000 of us.
Right. They have, that might have been the issue. They didn't have layering.
So, how does that work? You hear what I'm saying? A
lot of games that are very big have a kind of layering system where only 1,000 people will show up, and you'll see 1,000, and there'll be another group of 1,000 or whatever, and they'll be on the same server, but they won't all be visible to each other.
So it'd be like end of town 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and maybe you can switch between which one you're
Instances.
on. And that's how an MMO would function, right? When you're in a town, it's we're on the same server, but I can't see you. Oh, I'm on purple or green, and then you gotta flip flop.
That happened all the time in Lost Start.
It could have been bad coding.
Why we couldn't play with 4 people? Why did you think sending 10 of us to the same town would work?
That's so true.
Spoken 11th hour games, but it's cool.
When I was in the end of town kicking it with Mike, there was 20 of us. There was 20 of us. But Guilty, again, going back to you. There's just no way they didn't anticipate that, right? Come on. There's no way they were like, hey, let's see if we can load 5,000 people into the end of time, right? There's no way. Right?
There's a way.
There's way when they don't have
the worst that could
experience.
happen would be my first response, and then when the worst happens, they'd be like, disable it.
Yeah, I mean it was an easy fix on that end. Just make it old school single player hub.
I mean, they probably had that as a contingency, and that's why it happened so quickly.
Flame Tiger standoff was the best early content. Oh my gosh, I need to go rip that part, Cajun. They don't do testing. It's internal only.
With the CT, but they aren't doing any of this through CT.
Yeah, but they did not test that through CT.
Yeah.
There's just no way they're like, we're just going to load 1,000 people in. Because that's what they said. They literally said
they don't have 1,000 people working for them.
Our service for processing requests to join town servers was overloaded with the influx of players at launch, and this caused almost all requests to join a town to be stuck. We investigated the problem and were unable to find a quick solution to resolve it, so we took down the new town system to unblock players.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably just going to have to do something completely different than what they were doing.
By the way, if anyone is wondering, you can spam your dragon portal, and it's extremely annoying.
Also, the Stranger Things portal lizard thing takes forever to spawn.
Dude, the grim Reaper or whatever opening like its cloak, and you go in the portal. Yeah, I'm literally clicking on it before it's come out of the ground because it takes so damn long. Yep. And a lot of times it'll let you through. So you're literally you're clicking on nothing. It's just air, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly not air.
Blob at most. I don't wait for it to grow.
You mean the hoo-ha portal? I can't believe I read that out loud.
Yeah, it is.
What's his name? Gerald Scarf, I think, is the artist that did the Pink Floyd, the wall with the flower with teeth.
Yeah, you're right.
The Gerard Scarf, whatever his name is. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Yeah.
This was the big one that screwed up launch. And
I wasn't too bothered by towns in the end. It only lasted a little while. And then
yeah, I mean, it was, you know, I always say the same thing, and this is what I put in my video, is that fail fast, you know, like fail fast. If you throw something on the wall and it doesn't stick, stop trying to glue it to the wall. Just freaking fix it or throw something else on the wall. I'm glad they killed towns to get things rolling, because the Discord and the forums and Reddit were just
first level. Just
oh my gosh, they just
were they surprised when towns failed? That's a good question.
Dude,
were they expecting it to fail?
They got eviscerated again. Like, just I'm streaming and everyone's like, dude, do not go over to the Last Epoch Discord server. They are just getting.
No, I avoided that.
You just destroyed.
Yeah, I didn't go to.
There's no need. I already could just see it.
Ellie's got some extremely good fans, and that they won't attack it. But there's also a bunch that like this.
Well, there's a whole bunch of newer people that aren't as invested in or willing to.
I don't know if you call it, you know, passion. Some would be like it's their passion, it's their want for it to be good. Some would call that toxic. I don't know. It's just I'd
call it toxic.
I think what's hard right now is that, at least from an online multiplayer game, 090 launch was bad and 091 launch was bad. So now, I'm not saying, you know, overall it was bad, but at least day one functionality is bad. So now it's
becoming their thing, you know.
Exactly. It's like, okay, you're 0 for 2. Yeah. And the next patch, 092, it's going to be massive. This 092 patch is going to be a big one. That's 3 months away. So, you know, and this patch is relatively small, like MTX shop, towns, a new Act 1.
Were there other things not working? We got McCatchy here.
Oh, or other
saying,
things not working. Moving over to post 091C.
Oh, there
Now,
it is. Bug fixes.
This just dropped today. I put out a video before I started the pre-show. The top 3 things in here are fairly big. Fixed item linking not working. Pressing C or pressing control right click to link up to 3 items in chat message. Open the chat window and hover over a linked item to view it. So we probably, I don't know why we didn't just test this when I was live, but item linking is now supposedly fixed. Fixed a bug where weavers will items upgrading, causing performance stutter. Anybody that has played and used a new WW item, every time it levels up, the game literally pauses.
Yeah.
That's strange.
So that has been fixed. And then fixed a bug. This is the one that Exathius was talking about with Raylith, where they would both join the Australian server, and then it would kick them for whatever reason after 10 minutes to US East. Fixed a bug where parties would sometimes incorrectly use USDs for their server region rather than the desired region. So
why would an item does equipping the item make that happen?
No,
Okay,
it's
so
when you level, I think it does calls.
So is it searching up like a dictionary at runtime? What would cause that?
Yeah.
Good Lord, people.
So you are playing the game and the item levels up, which then calls to the server to generate a random affix of a pool of affixes and roll it on the item. And the game literally stops. Like you'll be in the fight and it's like, boom, level up. And then you'll go back.
And it's, oh man.
It would have been fine if they played elevator music at that moment, like a click,
or like a little bar pops up, upgrade in process,
like a half a second. It's got to be searching some beefy list or dictionary or array.
Someone messed that up,
like at runtime.
Yeah.
Yes.
But apparently they fixed it, so that's good.
I could be completely wrong though.
Apparently they fixed it. Now, a funny one that they fixed that I wish they left, fixed Wraith and Volatile Zombie minions from party members showing up on the mini map as icons. So if you're playing with a minion player, there's like 5,000 little people on your mini map. So that got fixed. And then this one is for everybody. This is the biggest change and what people are the most happy about. Improved AFK dedication.
Oh, 20 minutes at least.
Interacting with the UI, pressing buttons, etc. will prevent you from being flagged as AFK. Detection. The time before being kicked has also been increased to 20 minutes. So both me and Daft were playing last Epoch, and while we were building, loot filters got kicked from the game.
Shameful.
Because the only way...
It was a 5 minutes warning, right?
So
5 minutes.
And this is how I started, because every time I start a character, I make my loot filter right away, right?
Yep.
So literally, I turn it on, log in, look at the cool scenery. I'm like, oh, it looks pretty. Oh, let's make the loot filter. And it just takes me, not too long, maybe 10 minutes. And I'm going along, and all of a sudden it's all boom. Oh, what?
Well, when I was making my loot filter, I got kicked out, and I was like, did it even save the loot filter? So
it does, but yeah.
So now the detection wise, interacting with UI, pressing buttons will prevent you from being flagged as AFK. The time before from being kicked has also been increased to 20 minutes. So it used to be a 5-minute warning, 10-minute kick.
I am surprised that interacting with UI before
didn't
reset it.
No, it was only character movement.
That's
wow, that is
I think I'll just say it as an oversight.
Maybe a little bit more coffee in the
please.
Yeah.
Or just going through your stash as well. That didn't, you could get kicked for that.
So I mean,
I'm glad
it's fail
even moving
fast.
The mouse should actually register it.
Of course. Yeah. I think they don't want the mouse wiggling thing, I guess, or whatever. You could put like
they gotta stop trying to. I mean,
they need to stop trying to engineer players trying to break stuff.
They already,
right.
trying to hack people from doing the num lock, which is whatever. It doesn't work that well.
No, they've said they're gonna allow it. Come on, EHG, please tell us who ideas to set it for 5 minutes in the
I would
first
love
place.
to meet the designer who was like, 5 minutes sounds like
5 minutes.
5 minutes sounds great. Rand.
The only other thing on here as of note is that there has been lots of complaining about the difficulty of the ambush mobs in monoliths. Now, I don't like this decision, and I get it. They're trying to toggle the dials so that they're correct. And they have nerfed the damage and sometimes the life of these ambush echoes. They are more difficult, but I think that's okay. I think what they should have done is moved, like ambushes are on exalted runs, right, Daft, or something where when you go to get an exalted rings. That's going to be an ambush.
Special, that would that would be good. Yeah.
Exactly. So instead of it being random, tailor it to the difficulty.
We got get good. We got get good.
Season 5, Grim Dawn has the ambush, and they're not easy. No one's complaining about that.
What action was that again? Ambushes are in echoes where you kill, and then all the circles show up on the map. And the boss and all his road dogs pop up to kill you, and you got to kill the boss to get out. Basically, they nerfed them, so they're not as bad. And baby scorpions no longer show up on the mini map either, which is a travesty. I want to see where Daft's pooping, because they poop out the baby scorpions. I want to see those on the mini map, and they've taken them out guilty. I don't know if I could play anymore.
No.
I don't know.
It's good for a few years.
I know.
But I'm glad that they extended that timer.
What they are working on is there's only a couple things in here that actually I would like to see fixed. The rest is just little teeny bugs. But chat always re-enables itself when I turn it off.
Yeah,
drives me crazy.
So it's worse now. Every time you'd go to town, it resets.
Yes, it literally says that
every time you do.
Yep.
I just gave
joining
up.
Or leaving a party or town server re-enables it. So, hey, that's at least after it's number one. It's number one on their list that they're fixing. So that's good. It's going to be being fixed. Again, now these are stupid little things, but I do notice them every time I play. My cosmetic back item disappears. Yep. So I don't even put it on. I literally
haven't had it. Yeah.
I just take it off because it just disappears. So they say visuals back items become invisible.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one is your echo completion portal is supposed to be your cosmetic portal. And it's the green portal.
The green one.
Yep, it's the green one.
Oh, I would see it then.
And I put this in my video that I released today, that if they didn't fix any of this crap, I wouldn't care if 092 put it all in. I feel like all the big stuff for the most part has been taken care of. Obviously this stuff being fixed would be great, but at least all the big problems, with the exception of towns not being in, it's we're good to go for 092.
Yeah, it was fine. A little hiccupy, but
Well, they got this stuff that my character is actually saving, so that's great.
So there you go. That's
good.
Hey, you gotta.
I haven't had any of those.
Count your blessings.
Saving.
Yeah,
I had the backpack disappear on me a couple times earlier, in the month. That hasn't happened. I always see mine, so it's strange how some of these are certain people get them a lot, but
I know. Now, this is the part that's going to be a little sad. This is the part that's every once in a while you got to face the music. Last but not least, for last Epoch, let's check out the current Steam charts. Playing right now, by the way, we're getting a little better in our ratings here. We're up to an 82%.
Right.
That's not too bad. Playing as of right now, 2,600 players, 24-hour peak, 3,700, all-time peak, 40,500. And you can slowly see the peaks of the graph getting a little lower. Now,
this should be expected.
This is my question. Okay, ready? This is the question.
Of all these games now.
This is the question. I want you guys each to take a second and think before you answer. Not this weekend. Next weekend. Saturday. D4 released worldwide. No early access crap. Released to everybody. What is the 24-hour peak Saturday of next week for Last Epoch?
2,000.
500.
Tuffy says 7. Says 7.
7 too. No, between 500 and 1,000. I think almost everybody that plays Last Epoch is going to play D4 for at least a week.
Just Aaron. We've got 2 Just Aarons.
600. Okay. I mean, maybe it's 1,000. Could be 2,000. 1,100 is good.
Okay.
I mean,
Doc, if you're out there, put up a poll. Make it 100, 500, 800. I don't know. Just put a poll with a bunch of numbers. I want to see what people think.
On a Saturday.
So the reason why I pick Saturday is because the number always falls right during 2 a.m. weekday. You know.
Yeah.
So it's really 20. It's really 24-hour Saturday. I'm curious what everybody thinks. I am going to say not a lot. I don't think.
I'm going to say max 1,000. I think Akashu is pretty accurate with that. Maximum. I mean, it could be wrong, but I think it's going to be a max of 1,000, and everyone's going to be playing D4.
I think there's going to be quite a lot of people playing D4. Depends on how badly D4 flops. Ooh, that is look at Wilson numbers. Ooh,
so D4 costs like what, between 70 and $100 realistically if you want
base
that
game $70.
That's absurdly dumb. But hey.
And if you want to play it tomorrow, it is $100.
I thought you can play tomorrow with the 70. There's
some
a
people
lower
with that
one, isn't there?
I don't know. Okay, poll is up right now. Look at the top of your chat. What's the peak for LE when D4 drops worldwide? 100, 250, 500, 750, 1,000. I'm gonna say I can't tell you my vote. That's what
I already said it anyway.
We'll just say if you vote 1,000, we mean 1,000 and up. Okay, 1,000 means 1,000 up.
5. Yeah.
Tuffy, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you.
I don't know, we'll see. It's gonna be it's gonna steal the numbers. Those things you can get that's like a gelatin ball. My wife has one for her car, and she cleans like cracks with it.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That jelly.
I absolutely know what it is. Yep.
That's what Diablo 4 is in the gaming world. It's just this gelatinous jelly goo that everybody likes and gets attached to, and it's hard to escape from it, and it just keeps getting everybody, and it just turns into mud eventually. Then they make a new game.
Daft, you are becoming
a
short on my YouTube channel.
Excellent.
Because I want that gelatin. I'm clipping it myself.
The reason.
What is D4? A gelatin blob
of nonsense.
D4.
Well, I was cleaning my wife's
blob.
car this weekend, and I was like, "This is Diablo 4. It just sticks and grabs everything."
It actually reminds me of that. My kids used to play this game. It's like you're a ball in the city, and you just pick up the trash can and the bike and the people, and you just literally the whole game is you're just rolling around making a bigger ball of crap that you roll over.
Right. Nice.
A blob of nonsense. But for how long are people going to play with the blob? Clip that. I got it.
I don't know. So I bet they plan on supporting that game for like 10 years.
Yeah. What's that?
More.
And
I'm gonna guess 12 years. You don't see
Yeah.
D5 for 12 years.
3's been 10 years, right? That came out in 2013.
And then D5 is gonna be a return to darker darkness. And it'll be just like a black screen. And all you
virtual
hear is
reality
words.
Diablo.
All you hear is words.
No, that's so by that time they're gonna plug us in. We'll
It'll
have
be like the
chips.
game The Veil. Has anybody heard of this game, The Veil?
I think, but I don't know why. Probably just.
I saw it on Ziggy D's.
It'd be like
Oh.
Existence.
I saw this on Ziggy D's Twitter that he was going to be playing it. Listen for a second.
It would be announced for phones in 2 years.
This game, The Veil, is for if you're blind.
Alex, your weapon. It's on fire.
Oh, really?
It's an action RPG if you are blind.
Really?
Listen.
In the dark, you shine, Alex.
Every one of us serves the Fae, whether we know it or not.
This
I will not serve
is
them.
what D5
That
is going to be.
why you must die.
I'm not making fun of The Veil. This game's actually awesome. I actually downloaded the demo and played it.
Princess, doomed to watch her kingdom burn.
If you want the kingdom,
Yeah, it's interesting. Watching Ziggy D play this for a bit last night. Yes. That is where I got it from. I didn't watch him play it, but I saw him on his Twitter. What'd you guys say about phones? You guys don't have
Bro,
phone.
Read texts.
D5 will be announced for phones in 2 years. Don't say stupid things like that.
That's not stupid. You know
Don't
damn
say
well they can
that.
make money, they'll do it.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Okay.
Oh, there's a tie. Wow, look at that.
Okay, so looking at the poll results, if you haven't voted yet, look at the top of the screen or the top of your chat. You will see what's the peak for Ellie when D4 drops worldwide. And if you vote 1,000, that's not exactly 1,000. That means like 1,000 plus. So higher than 1,000. Right now, we've got 100. It's not going to be 100. EHG will have 100 machines locked in to keep that number up.
There's easily enough people who just don't want to play Diablo 4, just that don't want to play it. So the 1,000's not crazy, you know.
A bot
That's why
network.
I picked 1,000.
1,000 was the winner. So we had, I voted 1,000, guilty.
Same.
Okay, so all three of us voted 1,000. Now, I think where people missed the point of the survey is I said, what would be the peak, right? So sure, there's going to be times where it's 100, 200, 300, 400, but I think it'll peak over 1,000 Saturday night. At least that is my freaking hope. Okay, we are done talking last Epoch. Oh my gosh, we just killed the stream right now.
You done did it. You done messed up, Aaron.
That's fine. We
This
got
Jack in the
level-headed
Box
people
ain't
to watch
going
us.
back.
We are officially moving to the topic of a game called Diablo 3.5. All right. A video I posted 2 days ago. We're not watching the whole thing. We're only going to watch the first minute. We're going to watch 1 minute of an IGN D4 review. Okay, because I want to get Daft and Guilty's take on this. 1 minute of the Diablo 4 review from IGN. Okay, I know, it's IGN. That's what makes it so funny. You'll see why. Unless everyone thinks I'm out of my mind.
Like seeing your favorite band play their greatest hit live, Diablo 4 is completely awesome to behold, even when you know exactly how the song's going to go. It may not try to push the boundaries of ARPGs, but the tweaks, improvements, and borrowed ideas it does introduce have made this the best Diablo's ever been. Finely tuned combat, extensive build options, and stellar graphics are all among the most impressive in the genre, and its endgame activities are shockingly well thought out.
Pretty
A
cinematic.
weak story and some irritating bugs do occasionally throw a wet blanket over the fires of hell, but the 80 hours I've spent in Sanctuary have still been overwhelmingly positive. And even after all that demon slaying, I'm excited to play a whole lot more.
Break the chains.
Okay, that's it. I just wanted to listen to the first minute. This review, 80 hours of playing the entire game of D4. I'm going to start by saying I have only played 2 of the events. One event to level 25, the other event to level 20. And I feel like I have a good grasp of most systems, but obviously not all systems.
Right.
He starts off by saying, this is the best
I died.
Diablo has ever been. And before everybody goes nuts saying you haven't even played D4 yet, how can you make that assumption? Daft, I'll just let you take it first.
It just sounds like fanboy central. I don't know. The game's not even released. It's not even fit, the whole game, the entire game. I don't know how someone can come to that conclusion, but I'm glad the guy is enjoying his game. I don't know.
Now, I will say that I pointed that out in my reaction to this video, that D2, obviously, is the best Diablo can get. And in my opinion, it's the best it will ever get, right? Which, I mean, might not be a fair assessment to be like, there's nothing that'll be better than Diablo 2.
Right.
But at the time in my life when I played D2, I don't know if that level of experience could ever be recreated in the future. Now, saying, D4 is worse than D2, then a lot of people are like, yeah, but look at the visuals and look at, they compare it literally apples to apples. And that's not, that's not how I look at it. So, Guilty, do you think D4 will be the best in the genre? The best of the Diablo series?
No. Will it be genre defining? Is that the question? Because in order for it to be the best in the series, it has to be genre defining. And instead of being genre defining, it seems to be going outside of the genre. No.
It's definitely changing what, ARPGs are by adding in the MMO bits. So it's not a drastic change in a sense, but it seems like they're just trying to open up to more players.
Yeah, it was 0% chance it's the best Diablo game. Yeah, I would agree that there's 0% chance it's the best Diablo game. These things are subjective. But
they're subjective.
The other Diablo games are purely ARPGs.
Playing people in chat are like, it was great in its time and blah, blah, blah. So it's relative. Some people, like my son, who wasn't alive when Diablo 2 was, they have their opinion. So it will vary.
I look at it, and maybe people are going to think, Aaron, you're literally out of your mind. I look at a movie I watched from the 80s or 90s that I loved, and then I look at like the remade version of it now. And it's like, yeah, the visuals are better, and there's some entertaining, you like everything is like brought up to speed. That doesn't make it a better movie. You know what I mean? Like,
smoothest gameplay in an ARPG I played, though. It everything is very responsive and smooth. I can't say it's not.
Yeah.
No, of course not. It runs great. It's not.
Yeah.
If you were telling me, Aaron, we're going to literally compare it apples to apples, the original Diablo 2 and D4, and we're going to go through endgame and crafting and stash and boss fights and all that, like that would be hard to do. But
I feel as if it's like a legume or a vegetable, and you're comparing like an apple to a head of lettuce. Both are good, but they're not the same thing.
You can go into towns, so that's neat. We're not talking about Last Epoch right now. And we'll see if you can go into towns when the game launches. I played D2 at launch and I really love that game, but trying to determine the GOAT is highly subjective.
Yeah, they have towns, functional towns. Okay.
Okay, I agree that trying to select the GOAT is certainly highly subjective.
It is super subjective.
But
It will always be
saying I think Michael Jordan's the GOAT and you saying the rookie of the year from this season, the would-be rookie of the year in the NBA this year,
okay,
is the GOAT. Like, I think you hear where I'm going. Like, sure, down the road, that rookie could be the GOAT.
I have to steal Aaron's analogy from last week. It's like comparing a basketball player to a basketball player.
I did use that analogy.
You did.
Did I? Gosh, I did use that. The analogy, hold on. The analogy I used was that if Diablo 2 was basketball, Diablo 4 is basketball because it's a mix of an MMO and an action RPG. That's a pretty good analogy.
Must have been you ate some rotten potatoes that weekend, maybe. You're a little.
They're two different things, though. Like, you can't really compare them. Like, one's clearly like trying to be an MMO hack and slash ARPG loot based thing that we kind of wanted Lost Ark to be, and the other is a genre defining ARPG. And even you could consider D3 to that as much as it got played. It certainly redefined certain things. I don't know if D4 will do that for ARPGs. I think it may start the trend of the hack and slash MMO.
RTN Alpha
more than Lost Ark.
RTN Alpha is trying to get me to go nuts. He has realized the buttons he could push that just triggers
Lost
the fire.
Ark is the best ARPG according to MMO. Was it MMO.com
on purpose?
What was the MMO website that said that?
You know what? Let me just pause. I just want to pause for a second. I'm going to pause for a second because I can already see where this is going. Not only am I going to purchase a $100 copy of Diablo 4, I'm going to purchase a second $100 copy of Diablo 4 because Friday, me and my wife will be streaming and playing it together. And I have officially announced I will be adding Diablo 4 into my seasonal rotation of games and content on YouTube. So I just want to just put it out there that this stream is not meant to be like this D4 bashing session where I'm not going to buy it and not going to play it and not going to support it. I want it to be good. I want it to be great. I want it to be the GOAT. I am just objectively saying that you cannot say D4 is the best Diablo when technically it hasn't released. And when you look at actually genre defining, I mean, Diablo 2 created the genre, like action hack and slash.
Diablo,
okay, I've said my piece.
So because the channel will be playing D4, I'm going to play that druid some more.
Oh, fine.
And I'm going to go into the Paragon boards and do stuff with those too. I'll do it. Anyway.
Are you saying, Guilty, that
I gotta.
You're going to be purchasing a $70 copy of Diablo 4 from Blizzard Entertainment?
If I could find someone to scalp it, I'll do that.
They don't have like the bargain basement like $50 version because you just want the base game. You don't want like toys and empty boxes.
No. Hell no, bro.
Let's just go ahead and clip.
Yeah, we're not allowed to put that, but yes, thank you, Driz.
Go ahead and clip Guilty saying that.
Yeah, you can get my reaction too.
I am going to
people will see the pain.
70 is the bargain basement.
Guilty.
Maybe because I generally don't play $70 games.
Yeah, but the $100 one only gives you the extra nonsense and like
Guilty. It's officially clipped and it is titled "Guilty Selling Out."
I was forced to. He told me I had to.
I didn't say that.
You said
I
it in
didn't
those
say
words.
that. So whatever crap we talk, Blizzard's still getting our money. There we go.
I'm going to see if I can't find someone to buy it for me.
Now we can continue. Now we can continue.
I have a grandma.
Okay. Everybody out there that is so obsessed, that can't wait for Diablo 4, that is the biggest fanboy, that can't sleep. It's Disneyland tomorrow, right? Okay, this next part said in this IGN clip, okay, this one, even you, this is going to be a hard pill to swallow.
Sugar Daddy searches on.
This is going to be a hard pill to swallow.
Extensive build options and stellar graphics are all among the most impressive in the genre.
The most extensive and impressive build options in the genre. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. With that skill tree, this is now in 1 second. Someone's going to bring up the Paragon board. It's going to take 3, 2, 1. I know.
Yeah.
Someone got paid by Bobby. Glad ads came into
got paid by Bobby. Like, there's so much going on. There's so much hype for this game that it had to be like from some type of special marketing. It's not just
like
its
the
name.
Beatles' second coming.
Yeah, there was like some
but with guys,
some marketing skullduggery going on there.
Now, what's the craziest thing about this review? And this is just, this is an IGN review. It's like what makes it funny is
an actual good review. Okay.
This person's take is that what sucks about Diablo 4 is the cinematics and story. That is his take. Out of everything he wanted to criticize, it was the story and lore of Diablo 4, which is like, for me, like, what I'm most excited.
That's like someone just making a statement that no one's going to believe. Like, dude, no, you can't, even me, who's not really interested in the game, at least right now at all, the cinematics are great. How could you fault that? It's been that way forever with Diablo. So that's not going to change.
Okay, moving off IGN. It makes me feel sick being on this site. All right.
Wait, you don't like being on IGN?
I love IGN. We're moving over to the website PC Gamer that you cannot kill the ads for on this website, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real tough one. They flicker and go away, and then you just watch your ad blocker going, I've blocked 1,000 ads.
I sub to them, and they still give me ads on their website.
I know. Diablo 4 launch time, early access, full launch date, and pre-loading times. Alpha or Doc, can you put up a poll for me? How many people have you purchased Diablo 4? Yes or no? Please. Very bad. I almost said, have you preloaded it yet? But I'm guessing if you've bought it, you've already preloaded it, because all I saw on Discord is little lines of people already having the game installed.
Fancy.
I know.
I have the weekend off. Imagine that.
Oh, did you do that on purpose?
Oh, I have some plans that are not going to be Diablo oriented, thankfully.
Have you purchased Diablo 4? Next poll up. I want to see what the votes are. I'm so curious.
I actually am interested in this too, because neither Aaron or myself have.
I know. Right. Top of chat.
Everybody, like all of you, 79. Everybody vote.
I have a large dog walking under my legs right now. Yoda.
I like Yoda. Yoda,
he's a good guy.
Picks the most opportune times to do stuff.
There's a lot of people too that have taken time off. I don't remember who it was. Somebody in Discord chat said that their boss told them, hey, just go ahead and take Thursday, Friday or something off, like without asking. The boss said, take it off.
Cool boss.
That is a cool boss.
Shammy's installed it. So 66% have it and the rest are liars.
64%, 21 votes say yes.
No,
12
sir.
say
I did
no.
not purchase the game. Someone though,
we got more people to vote. Let's see what you guys.
Someone though, bro, did in Discord give me a free KFC thing, and I did try the game. So
there you go. Yeah, you played what, the opening cinematic or something?
I played like 3 hours.
He played it. Yeah, he played. I played too, but I don't remember how I got it. It wasn't from KFC.
Likely the boss wanted to play too. That's literally exactly what it is. Now, while these votes are coming in, top of your chat, look up. You could vote yes or no. Have you purchased D4? You know, I will say, and I've been saying this for a long time, there are few games that can cross multiple generations, right? Like, you know,
this one did.
I'm actually like, maybe like Mario, maybe Mario Brothers can cross multiple generations.
Sure.
It did. It's a movie twice now.
I'm literally trying to think of other games that could, you know, Zelda.
You could say games like Gran Turismo. You could any game.
Gran Turismo's a movie now.
Yeah, I don't know about
what's his name. The dude from Stranger Things is in that.
Well, because you don't like cool car games, Aaron.
World of
you
Warcraft.
Like ones where you just crash games and just
Final Fantasy, General Sports. You know, really the game that my 17-year-old wants to play, that I want to play, that.
Good Lord.
You know, my dad would want to play something like that. Anyways, Diablo casts a very large net. They are going to have the couch co-op crowd. They're going to have the console crowd. They're going to have they're going to have the PC crowd. They're going to have the PC crowd that likes using controller, the PC crowd that likes using keyboard and mouse, the hardcore ARPGer with the casual weekend player. I mean, they legitimately went, we want everyone. Couch co-op here with my kids. See that? There's a couch co-opper right there.
I played couch co-op with D3 on the Switch. So, I mean, like, everyone's holding their own Switch, so it's not really the same thing as split screen, but same thing.
I know a lot of people buying it on console to play with their significant other. See that?
Poor souls.
I mean, my stream on Friday is gonna be. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
You got neat. Oh, you're gonna have to go through and actually like watch all the cinematics. Yeah.
And she'll pick up. She'll play the correct way. She'll pick up every item that drops, and then her inventory's full. She'll go to town to make sure she sells it.
Oh God.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
It's fine. It's
Aaron's gonna be like, are you done yet? I'm just picking things up. Hold on.
She'll be like, I'm full. I'm going to go to town. I'll be like, perfect.
Yep. He's going to be like, yeah.
I'll wait at the end of the dungeon.
I'll wait.
No, Aaron will take off. He'll be at the end of the dungeon.
No. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It really is. It's going to allow me to learn and get all the stuff and get it all right.
Remember, you're not allowed to run ahead.
I know. All right. Out of 35 votes, it's pretty good. 22 or 63% said they own and purchased D4.
A third.
And 13 said no.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable.
That seems about right.
And I'm going to say the people who didn't vote didn't buy it.
NTN Alpha said, how many gifted subs to get you to play Necro? Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Hey, Alpha, I think
don't
20
do that.
Gifted subs should get him to play Necro for an entire weekend.
Don't do that to me.
How to ruin Aaron's experience on D4? He'll play Necro.
Oh my gosh. Everyone will be like, why are you playing Necro? You literally made a YouTube video saying you can't play Necro and you're only going to play. Don't clip that. God, don't clip that. Oh,
Necro
Bone
isn't
Spear
bad.
is
Play Bone
top
Splitters
tier.
Bone Spear. Yeah.
Torque, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Congratulations, everybody that got one of those subs. I think there are people angry at D4 because of Diablo Immortal.
Immortal.
It could be aggros.
Maybe a little bit, but I think it's
also that they feel let down because of the cross genre mechanics.
How many subs would it take to get me? Okay, wait. Okay, let me. This is important. How many subs would it take me to main Necro? Or how many subs it would take me to play Necro with the wife?
Those
are very different things. If you're saying, hey,
I don't think there's a loot filter.
There is no loot filter.
100 subs to main it for a whole first season.
If you're old, you'll remember when the video games cost $80 in 1980.
They did,
yes,
actually.
But there were very few games compared to the bazillions of games now. Plus, we have indie developers.
Games have been costing a lot for a long time because of DLC. Yeah, you just add it up. It's not really a new thing.
Now, I pulled this up just for everybody out there. I was curious how many people own it, and I'm sure if you own it, you already know this. So these are the official launch times,
right?
Depending on where you live, and these are the times for everyone that has already purchased it. I want to
play this week.
So
tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Tomorrow at 5 p.m.
That's when it launches
for me, for Mountain Time.
What?
That's what
By
it is.
Noon. Who does that?
Well, it's different time zones. You know, they're trying not to crash their servers. They're probably like, okay, listen, we sold 45 million of these things. I don't know how we did it. People just know the name. Now we gotta they gotta work somehow. I don't know.
The process LE is $35. D4 is $70. That tells us that towns are worth $35.
Apparently.
Also, complex skill trees come at the $35 price. Actual ARPG gameplay that's not intermingled with MMO stuff and mounts and trophies to put on the mounts.
Okay, there's a couple things I haven't talked about for D4 that drive me nuts. Actually, I don't want to talk about what drives me nuts. Does anybody else have this same feeling? That it sucks that you're required to put a skill on your left click.
That's weird.
I don't really care.
I like using that for movement.
Run, typically. Or shift. Yeah, I usually use that and then hold shift if I want to use the weapon part of it.
True, fetus eaters. True.
They changed that? How did they change that? Can I now have skills?
Oh, they probably make it so you can set it as movement.
Play with the controller and you don't have to.
That's horrible.
Okay, wait. So if I set my left click as movement, I don't lose a skill. It's just going to go into another key. Is that what you're saying? Because if that's the case, that's great. That's one thing that drives me nuts is gone.
Use a controller shrug.
No, bind it. Oh, so 6 skills. Okay, so it won't be on the screen, but it'll still work. Bind it? Yeah, that's what Daddy had. That's fine. I'll have plenty of time to test it on
use the
Friday.
arrow keys to move.
He's left-handed.
Yeah, I see that.
It'll be fine.
That's interesting.
I mean, I can be right-handed.
Dizzle said, what are your guys' thoughts about seasons? You get new mechanics, new season pass, all is good, but you need to start a new character. About the time you get to that character maxed out, a new season starts, and you must do a new character. What would make you go back to play your old characters since they get moved to a different realm? Who wants to take this question first?
I can. I don't play my characters in PoE when they go back to regular. They just stay there and gain dust.
Same. I never play a character ever. Ask Aaron. I have like 30 different Sorks and 30 Paladins and etc. So
I never
Even if
play a
they're the
character
same.
that goes back to standard. That being said, I think what keeps these games fun is the freshness of a new season. What's good about Diablo 4? Yes, I just said what's good about Diablo 4 is once you beat the entire season, you can skip the campaign for future seasons. So basically at launch tomorrow, if I start playing, I can play the whole cinematic, go through the campaign, learn everything, learn the story, and then when the season 1 drops end of July, I could skip it and go right to a alternate form of leveling.
That is probably the best thing I can say about D4.
Smart. It's really smart.
Yeah. It's something I've been asking for, screaming about for like 68 episodes.
Yeah. I go back to standard only to test. I rephrase my answer. I go back to standard to test. By the time last Epoch gets 1.0, okay, that is end of the year, full game launch, I will likely have all 12 masteries at level 100, or at least close, at least in the 90s. All 12 masteries will be at 90 plus.
I'll never get that.
So if I want to test something, it's going to be really easy to bounce back and forth to standard.
Even your Lich.
What's that?
Yes, even my Lich. It's level 91.
What
Just because I say it's
Guard?
Level 0.
0. What's wrong with you? I think my Forge Guard's 86.
Oh, what's wrong with me? You want to compare levels? My Druid is 100. My Necro is 100.
I play hardcore, sir. I don't play the same character.
Yeah,
until
he
it's
plays
just
hardest,
different.
of course.
No.
So it takes a while for me to usually get to.
My Paladin's 97. My Lich is 91. My Source is 97. And my Blade Dancer is 12. That's the next one. That'll be 5. So I got two
Blade
100s, a 97, a 94, and a 12.
How many HC do you have up to 100?
They're all dead. So you don't have to worry about hardcore characters.
From Aaron.
You don't have to worry about that. Okay. Moving on to our last part of the podcast. Which Diablo 4 class is best for you? Now, it is probably
Last Epoch Werebear.
it is probably sad for most of you that in that poll, have you purchased it or not? The 3 people on this podcast, none of us I haven't bought it. Guilty hasn't bought it. Daft hasn't bought it.
I'm buying it tonight.
That being said, I played 2 of the events all the way through, level 25 and level 20. I'm going to have a horse horn thingy on my horse. Oh, God. Oh.
You want that horny
And I
thing
have
on
to
your
buy
horse?
2 copies. Don't clip that.
I think it's
I don't know
funny
why
to
when I
have
looked
to
at this, it
stop.
reminded me of Mike. When I looked at the druid. No?
No.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
I guess I just saw kind of a
Yeah, he got the horn.
no.
Yeah, he's got chunky cheeks. Mike's not like this big
No,
old
so I think
nose.
this druid looks really good. I think the bear looks like crap.
It's a little
Is it the
pudgy
same?
bear. There's nothing wrong
It's
with
a
the bear.
frickin' toothpick triangle.
Is it the
terrible
same bear, or was
fur.
that
I don't
was
like
that like a beta bear, or was that the final
No,
model?
that's the bear.
That's
That
the
was
bear,
horrible.
man.
It has tiny little feet and
Yeah,
tiny little,
yeah, like they
yeah.
bound its feet and wire and didn't let them grow.
I
Dizzle,
seriously
thank
thought
you
that
for the tier 1 sub. Thank you. Anyways,
Hey,
let's
man.
just go ahead and start at the top.
Was it beta bear?
Daft, I know you're not playing, but if tomorrow you have a day
I
off
should
and you're
buy
like,
it.
I'm going to play with the community, what would you go? Barbarian, Rogue,
I would
Source,
roll
Necro,
a dice.
Druid. Okay,
I'd roll a
1,
dice.
2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no. Alpha, let's put up our final poll. Oh, you already started a poll. That's fine. This is actually perfect. This is literally exactly what I wanted. Which D4 class is best for you? Whatever wins, Daft, that was what you would have to play.
That's fine. It's a non-existent thing that'll happen at least this year, probably. Maybe next year when it's on sale.
I'm
It's not
200%
stupid price.
LE
The Druid love
bear
here.
than the D4 bear. Oh, guilty. I hope guilty didn't hear that.
I heard it. It's fact. These from the mouths of babes. Everyone with eyes can see that bear looks terrible.
It just didn't look that great. Whatever. That's their
Like
vision.
the Druid looks phenomenal. I'm just saying they're
new
not
deck,
the same
yeah.
quality.
Oh, Exatheus is here. Hey, Exatheus, did you see this? We're backtracking while the vote is going on.
Can I change to Necro for day?
Last Epoch patch today. Fixed a bug where parties would sometimes incorrectly use US East for their server region rather than the desired region.
It
You
never
see
bothered
this?
me. East Coast,
I-
East Coast.
Oh, geez.
Even though for some reason it signs me into the Central because that's faster.
Yeah, maybe that's the way to go. Haven't tested it yet. Yeah. Ellie gonna get insta-killed tomorrow. Can't even get item linking in towns right. Sad. I know. They don't know what they're doing. The game is dead. It has no future.
Everybody clipped that.
Everybody knows that's not true. Everyone knows that my first tattoo is going to say 11th Hour Games on it. No. It'd be like...
Really?
We'll get that together. You just said it. Everyone.
What would be an
clip that
LE
too.
tattoo I would get?
Just say
One I would never get a tattoo.
Not too
We
bad.
know the
You
people-
already said yes, so it's
Hey, Aaron, you come down
binding
down
contract.
here. We know the people at the place downtown and get your your little tattoo done.
What would be...
Should let me get my tattoo.
It's got head across.
I don't want you to... You don't know how to draw.
Correct.
That's
It would
why...
be an adventure. I also don't know how to use a tattoo machine.
How many gifted subs for a tattoo? Oh my gosh.
500.
No, it wouldn't. If
And
he
I
said
get
I'll
to
give
pick
you...
it.
If he said I'm going to gift you 5,000 subs to get a tattoo, I wouldn't do it. Actually, I would. I would get like a dot. I'd get like a dot.
You could totally get it. I already know what you
Yeah,
would
but
get.
the size of the dot and the location. We
I would get a tattoo of Aaron's will on my calf. How's that?
Ooh. Can I
How's
draw
that?
it
Hey,
with the machine?
Guilty. Remind me that I want to get the in-game specs or the whatever it is specs of
Yeah, we
Aaron's
gotta
will.
get
So
the
I want to
file
do a
for you,
3D model of Aaron's will up here somewhere.
Yeah.
Takes
Didn't you
a
ask him already? I thought you asked Mike.
get one of those printers.
Dude, it's funny when people ask does D4 have loot filters? As much as everybody wants to talk crap about Last Epoch, crafting loot filters and inventory with character customization, Last Epoch literally wipes the floor.
So
with
what you're saying
D4.
is
Those
the
four things, not even
And in terms of
debatable.
bear,
So wait, Aaron, what you're
Yes.
saying is the things you typically look for in a ARPG are better in LE.
Literally inventory, loot filter, stash tabs, character
That's a good thing the other
customization,
game's got
and a
looks.
map overlay mops the floor with D4. You can clip that all day long. That's literally factual
I
information.
don't know if you have to be clipped. They could literally just ask you at any moment, and you would say the same thing. So would all three of us would.
Yeah.
Like
But,
the
you
loot
know.
filter alone.
And I guess what D4 has, it's more like a theme park. So there's something.
Yeah, that's
for
right. Lost
everybody,
Ark is the
but
best
everybody
action
likes it a little bit. Lost Ark.
According to MMO, what was it? MMO.com. Is that the website?
MMORPG.com.
Yeah.
Best action RPG of 2022, Lost Ark. Oh my gosh.
It's been
Okay,
talked about,
which
Alpha.
D4 class is best for you?
It's
2
after
votes.
after
Barb.
lunch.
If you haven't had a chance yet, go to the top of your chat window. There's a poll up. Barb
Almost
2,
done.
Sorcerer 6, Rogue 4, Druid 8, and
Funsies.
Necromancer
Oh, look at that.
5.
Druid love.
You know, I don't watch a ton of content creators, but I did watch some tier list videos for D4. And again, this is the first 25 levels into the game. But Druid was like the last on every tier list. I don't know if it scales well with endgame. I don't know if it got a buff. Or maybe just it's like an insanely popular class. I don't know. But yeah, I've seen a lot of Druid love.
Really good looking class. If I had to look at a character, I'd like to look at that one.
Apparently, Druid got a buff.
Druid got a buff. Those lists have been updated.
S tier end game. Got it.
The end game no one's been to, but it's S tier.
Well, some people have been there. Some people.
I suppose.
Well, Daft, in this hypothetical, if you were playing the game tomorrow, your dice would say Druid, sir.
That's horrible.
Horrible? That'd be like the last one you would pick. You would pick a rogue.
I'd probably would pick Sorceress and Rogue. Assassin maybe after that. I don't know.
Well, I plan on playing a Wolf Pack Druid. Guilty will be playing a not as good Werebear. And probably. Daft will be playing some indie game he finds on Steam, which will be more fun for him. Perfect.
I have a feeling that's accurate.
Is that exactly how it's going to be?
That's pretty accurate. I'll probably be trying to get the next character in Hall of Torment. The Sork actually is really hard to open, so I'm trying to get that.
Well, you need to try harder, sir. You know?
Well,
you need to try.
I only got like 28 hours in the game. I'll try harder.
You know, I got to say, this D4 conversation was much better than I thought it was going to be, Guilty. So on the bonus hour tonight, don't do anything crazy. Don't do anything.
I believe the topic is life after D4.
The bonus hour topic tonight it's a combination life after D4, but really our predictions for the second half of 2023. That will be the bonus hour topic. When will we get Paladin?
So is what's releasing is next week 1.0 for Diablo?
Yep.
Oh, good. So we won't have to keep hearing about the upcoming. That's good.
I'll give you the breakdown, Daphne. So tomorrow, you know, depending on your region, if you paid the extra money or whatever it is, you get the early access and you could play 1.0 early. Then next week is the worldwide launch on the 6th for Diablo 4. But this is not season 1. This is just
get it out.
Get it out.
Yeah.
You know, explore the lands, get to know the game, understand end game, all that good stuff. And then end of July, they will be launching season 1, where again, you will start another character with whatever the season 1 mechanic will be. And at season 1, if you have beat the entire campaign, you can skip the campaign for season 1, but you still have to level your character. You could just use an alternative means. So that is
crazy stuff. Crazy. I actually didn't know it was launching next week. I just knew it was.
Yeah, dude, it is rolling. It's rolling out. Diablo. Hi, Christina. Christina, I've been doing nothing but singing your praises, talking about how elated I am for our stream on Friday. Don't let anybody tell you anyways. Me, yeah, babe, you are going to be streaming. Actually, where I am right now on screen is where you're going to be. You're going to be taking Guilty's spot. And if Guilty wants to, maybe I'll throw him in the middle. But I don't want him on screen with you at the same time.
Be in the middle?
Too weird. Wow. That's too weird. No, I don't want him.
Mommy, Daddy, let me in the beds.
Now you for sure are not allowed on stream at the same time. Now it's off.
He tried.
I work.
And Christina are going to play tier 1 to start. Yes, we are. Okay, wait. Everybody. Babe, listen for just a second. Honey. On screen right now, you have the Barbarian, the Rogue, the sorcerer, sorceress, the necromancer, and the druid. On Friday, what class are you going to play? I'll be in the middle.
Oh.
So it's not weird for you guys. Great. Perfect. I always play sorcerer.
Even better when Aaron says it out loud.
Damn it.
He does that all the time. Just falls into
I
those
said
little,
for sure you were going to pick rogue. Dang it. I was like, I'm telling you right now, my wife has done no research on D4. She's going to pick rogue. She picks source. Dang it. Husband fail. The wife knows best. And it's actually funny because I said she's going to pick rogue, and then everyone's like, talk her out of rogue because it's the most complicated. I like casting spells. He sleeps on the couch tonight. Dang it.
The couch next door.
Know your wife better. Now I'm just kidding. Now I'm just getting blasted. Okay. Well, honey, I plan on picking a druid, so I'm going to be this duder right here. Okay? Be this duder right here. You sure you know your wife? Yes, I know my wife. Okay. I get home from the gym yesterday. Told the wife I'm going to finish mowing the lawn. Mow the lawn. Come inside. Mother-in-law says, hey, your wife's downstairs. I go, what do you mean the wife's downstairs? Wife's downstairs. What's she doing downstairs? She's in your studio. Why had the wife in my studio? She's in your studio. I don't know. She's in your studio. Go down there. She's sitting on my computer playing Last Epoch. She said I was bored, and I decided I wanted to play Last Epoch. She's in the new Act 1. What class is she? A Blade Dancer.
There you go.
So just saying, when she says she always plays rogue, for Last Epoch, she picked Blade Dancer and not Mage. She'll probably say because the Mage looked like the Tyrion Lannister guy. Not Tyrion. What's his name? The other guy, the old guy. The
guy that gets Tywin on the
Tywin Lannister.
Shot on the pot.
Yeah.
Oh. Should be a great time for you too.
You know, he's the bad guy in Last Action Hero, and we remember him for getting assassinated on the head.
He was good in that. Okay, everybody, it is giveaway time. I've almost not mentioned it. I actually haven't mentioned it other than the pre-show. As long as you are following this channel, type in !giveaway. Just Doc, one of our newer moderators for Twitch, was gracious enough to actually give a 1-month Discord Nitro pass out. So we're going to be giving out a 1-month Discord Nitro pass out. And just in case you are not in the Discord, I will put that up right
Come
now.
join us. Have fun.
Join us.
Lots of talks.
Lots of games.
Dude, the server is about to just D4 blow up.
Yeah, we're for another weekend of ridiculousness with 85 million new people asking us the same question over and over. But that's cool. It's
my wife said, if wife stream gets enough subs, Aaron will stream in his underwear. No,
how many subs does it take for him to stream in your underwear, though?
That's impossible. And you don't want me to be in my underwear.
Maybe you have to string 2 of them together to get around your chest up there.
Oh, me stream in her underwear?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it might be a little bit tight,
subs.
Coming in.
By the way, do we have enough D4 channels? I'm going to check that. What I actually think I'm going to want in the Discord
channels
is I want D4 just moved to the top.
No,
not the top.
No,
put it to
like where it is. It just put an extra couple channels in there.
Gosh.
People can yell at each other.
I mean, I couldn't change it if I wanted to. So what does it matter?
No, you can't.
Okay, let's do this giveaway. Let's do it. Where are you? There you are.
Daft refuses. Yeah, Daft's the only the only one that's strong enough.
Daft's like, no, and then it's like, all right, fine. All right, whatever. Just leave it the same.
Yeah, we get it.
You win. You win. As long as you're following the channel, type in !giveaway. All right, I'm gonna drag this over.
Damn, bro. He says we can use the LE chats because
I know.
nobody will be in them.
It's fine. He
Now
turned
you're
tables.
pissing me off. Now you're done. I was here, and you're pushing me up to here right now.
Tired.
Oh, we could use the LE chat because no one's going to be playing. Ho, 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 ho. Entries are closed. The winner of a 1-month subscription to Discord Nitro is... Reefer has won. Reefer, I know you. Congratulations, Reefer. Just in case Reefer does not claim his prize, we'll see. I'm just going to pick a second. Actually, I'm not going to pick a second winner because then that person, it'll just make it hard. If he doesn't claim it, we'll just re-give it away. Okay, that's going to do it, Reefer. Congratulations. It's rigged. It's not
totally
rigged. It's not rigged. All right, everybody. That was a good 90-minute chat with a 1-hour pre-show. Now, what we're going to do is what we always do. As I always tell people, I truly mean it when I say this. All the support for the channel has just been so overwhelming lately. All the likes, all the shares, all the subs, all the comments. Like the YouTube channel, we have gained almost 1,000 subs in the last 5 days. And obviously, you know, with Last Epoch dropping 091, it is now becoming a little bit of a trend that the channel has a large bump whenever they drop content, which makes sense. But either way, the community is growing. We've got a couple of people that are helping with the Discord too, which has been great. Thank you, Doc and Alpha, especially with being here during the streams, and Frank's. It's been really nice to get some, you know, fresh eyes and just continue to up the quality for this amazing community. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be moving over to our bonus hour. And the point I'm trying to make is all of that stuff is amazing and we truly need it. But if you ever want to take it one step further, if you ever, you know, I get asked all the time, what is the best way to support? It truly is Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, if you want to support the channel financially, you get access to the VIP lounge. You get a special title in the Discord. You get access to the VIP only YouTube channel where I just did my studio tour. And we're about to drop 2 more videos. Our favorite songs that Guilty has produced, Colors and Alive. We're going to be putting, Guilty has actually made content for Patreon showing how he made those songs. And the videos are already done. So that's going to be going up there. Check out the Patreon. Me, Daft, and Guilty are moving over to our bonus hour of this podcast where we talk for 1 more hour. And it's different.
Dangerous.
It's not dangerous. It's just more laid back. I would say laid back is the best way I could describe the bonus hour.
I don't know. My reaction to D4 when it first dropped was not so laid back.
It's fine. It's fine. It's Eway's favorite hour of the week, so I will take that. He says, look, now he's saying it's more spicy.
After dark. There you go.
After dark. So for everybody that came here tonight, hope you had a good time for This Week in Action podcast 68. For all the Patreons, it'll be a 5-minute break, and then you will see the link show up in the VIP chat. See you all in D4. Yes, I will see you all there. Guilty, you got the final word, last one, and you're out of it. Go ahead. Daphne, you got it this time.
All right, guys, rev your engines up for your fancy D4 this week. Have fun. Bye.
I love it. I love it. Thank you.